Okay, let's see where you're at on your journey. You're doing a spiritual awakening reading. If you are divinely guided to click on the video, there's a 99.9% chance there's a message here for you. Come and see where you're at. What's going on with you? Be a little nosy. See what transition you are in when it comes to life, when it comes to your soul's journey. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. All right. So, feel like you just had a spiritual awakening, or a spiritual awakening is coming up for you with the awakening card that is coming out here. So you could have went through something happened. There was a heartbreak, there was a letting go, or there could have been some form of loss that sparked a spiritual awakening, or is going to be sparking a spiritual awakening in the near future. I feel like at this point in time, you're going to have to go deep within. You're going to have to break free. You're going to have to break free. Something is going to have to be removed out of your life, or something is going to get removed out of your life, whether it be by choice or whether it be by force, but it is going to cause a spiritual awakening. So you're going to be having a spiritual awakening in the near future. You're being told not to resist this transition. You're being told to let go. You're being told to walk through this process. Because you're going to be going through some type of rebirth, spiritual baptism, something of that form. It's something that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Whatever it is, whatever the situation is going to hurt you, and it's going to spark that spiritual awakening in you. I feel like you're going to have an angel that is going to be assisting you while you're going through this process. You could also go through a dark night of the soul as well, but it's so you can break free from something, whether that's a mindset, whether that's a way of living. Uh-huh. Or a certain path that you're on, that you're going to be redirected. But I feel like whatever it is going to be, is going to pull on the strings of your heart. It's going to be something that you're never going to forget when it comes to life. The number 24, 9, 27, 14, and 32 can be of significance to you. I feel like right now, not right now, but when this situation takes place, you're going to be up in your head about it. You're going to be very sad about it. You're going to may even be depressed about it, but you're going to be sad about it. There is going to be an outpouring. You're going to look to the divine. You're also going to do some form of a life review with the life review card at the bottom of the deck. But you're going to be spiritually unclothed, is what I'm hearing. So everything is going to be removed all at once. And this is what's going to spark this spiritual awakening. There's going to be some form of redemption. Some form of redemption. If you look at this card, it's the redemption card, but it looks like this woman's arms is stretched out. So I feel like you're going to surrender to this process. You're going to surrender to the process, even though this is going to be a hurtful process. Again, you could be going through a spiritual death and a rebirth in the near future. The spirit animal of the deer can be of significance to you. So please look that spirit animal up and see how that applies to your life at this point in time. Not only that, I feel like the reason why this is all happening is so you can be more self-aware, also so you can get it in gear, is what I'm hearing, and so you can walk forth in your calling, walk forth in your true self with the authenticity card that's coming out. Yeah, they want you to be authentic in who you are as a soul, and who you are as a light worker, and who you are as a human being. So this is going to produce a lot of growth, a lot of change in your life, this spiritual awakening, because I feel like this is going to be a major spiritual awakening that you're going to be going through. Again, it's going to happen after you experience some period of loss. Some period of loss is what's going to take place. Mm-hmm. There needs to be a release. There's going to be an outpouring, emotional outcry. It's going to be something dealing with the heart. Yeah. You're being told to call on your ancestors and your spirit guides while you're going through this. So if you feel like you're in despair, or if this spiritual awakening feels too much for you when you're going through this process, you're being told to call on your ancestors and call on your spirit guides, because they're going to give you guidance. They're going to help you heal yourself. So you're going to become in tune with your spirit team. If you haven't talked to your spirit team yet, or haven't got in contact with your spirit team, now is the time to do so, because the spiritual awakening is right around the corner. With the earth magic, you may want to do some cleansing, you may want to do some detoxing, and you may also want to get out into nature, because what it's going to do when you get out into nature is going to put some relief. It's going to give you some form of relief, being able to see different life, because earth is life. When you see the trees, when you see the flowers, when you see the birds and the butterflies flying, that's going to cheer you up, that's going to help you during this process. So you're going to want to get out into nature. You're going to want to do some form of detox, some type of herbal detox as well, to cleanse the body, so you can have some form of clarity. So when you do get spiritual downloads, or when your spirit team does send guidance and comfort and healing energy your way, you'll be able to receive it and pick up on this. This is going to lead you to your purpose. It's going to lead you to your purpose. So it may feel like it's going to be like a dry spell, or you might go through some type of drought. This is what your spiritual awakening is going to be, or this is how it's going to feel. But it's to give you some form of clarity. It's to give you some form of direction. It's to set you free. The spirit animal of the ego can be of significance as well. I feel like you should call on your ancestors and your spirit team at this time, so they can help you, so they can prepare you for this spiritual awakening, because this is going to be one of the most major spiritual awakenings you're going to ever go through in this lifetime. And you're also going to listen to some music. You're being told to listen to music at this time, because that's also going to give you some comfort as well. You may want to do some sound bowls music, or some frequency music, as well as you're going to be able to enjoy your new beginning with the enjoy new beginning card. So this is bringing about some form of change, freedom. So it may feel like you're in despair while you're going through that, but it's meant for your good. It's meant to spark a new beginning in your life, a new beginning, a new way of living, a new way of life, a new way of thinking. You're going to get a lot of clarity out of this spiritual awakening. So you may go through some period of isolation as well when you go through this spiritual awakening. Not all spiritual awakenings are fun. A lot of people think that spiritual awakening, oh yeah, I'm woke. Oh yeah, yeah, no, most spiritual awakenings are not fun, okay? Because some of them is dealing with shadow work. Some of them have to do with dark nights of the soul. Sometimes spiritual awakenings are triggered by loss of a loved one. Sometimes spiritual awakenings are triggered by the ending of relationships. So not all spiritual awakenings are fun, okay? I don't care how many people try to make it glamorize it. It's not something that is fun to go through, okay? Maybe the outcome, once you get that clarity, once you know exactly who you are, once you know who you are as a soul and go off on your journey, yeah, the outcome of a spiritual awakening, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's what it's about. But going through it, it's not fun at all. Now, could be talking to a divine feminine energy. Could be talking to a divine feminine energy. You're being told to go with the flow. You're being told to let go. You're being told to release. You're being told to cleanse your body. Letting go and cleansing is on this card. So you're being told to let go, release, let go, and also do some form of detox as well. You're being told to connect with your heart center. Like I said, something is going to happen that's going to spark this spiritual awakening, and it's going to be when it comes to matters of the heart. Make sure that you do not close your heart chakra, because energy is going to be flowing through your heart chakra. There's going to be some healing energy that is going to flow through your heart chakra. So you need to keep that chakra open while you're going through your spiritual awakening. Not only that, there's going to be some form of blessing that is going to take place after this spiritual awakening. There's going to be some hidden knowledge that is going to be given to you during this spiritual awakening. Again, while you're going through this process, you're going to be getting some form of clarity. So I love when the cards confirm the energy that I'm picking up on and what I'm being told in the spirit. Not only that, you may actually get access or gain access to your Akashic records while you're on this spiritual awakening, or while you're going through this spiritual awakening. This could happen in the next couple of moon cycles. Yeah, it could happen in the next couple of moon cycles. You're being told to go into silence. So you may even go into hermit mode. So I'm talking to a divine feminine collective. So the number 52, 44, 7, 25, and 18 can be a significance. It doesn't have to be, but you may see those numbers in the future. You may also see the angel number 444 and 222 or 555. Look those angel numbers up, because they are going to play a major part on your spiritual journey. So see how those angel numbers apply to your current stage in life, okay? Because you're going to get some guidance when you look up those angel numbers, and some comfort. Yeah, you're being told to balance out your light and dark. You're being told to practice duality. So there needs to be a balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy card with the duality card. Any misunderstandings or anything that you do not have clarity on, you're going to be getting clarity when you go through this spiritual awakening. You're also going to be in deep meditation, or you're being told to go into deep meditation. I feel like, again, with the opening heart, your heart needs to be open when you're going through this spiritual awakening. And you may also want to get near water as well. Water is going to help you during your journey. Water is going to help you because there's going to be a lot of outpouring, a lot of outpouring. So drink a lot of water, do some type of herbal detox if your body permits, and make sure you near some water. Take a lot of spiritual baths if you don't live near an ocean, but be somewhere near water. Water is going to help you through this process as well. But this is a much needed process. Again, you're going to a different level, a different stage in life, and that's sometimes we have to go through a spiritual awakening in order to do so. Okay, so that's the reason why you're going through this spiritual awakening. That's why you're going through this period of loss. You're being told to not you're being told to not resist this change. So go with the flow, like that card say. Let go with the flow, and do some form of cleansing. You need to be resilient when it comes to this situation. You may have the spirit animal of the fox, because this situation or this spiritual awakening is going to produce some form of change. Again, you're being told to let go, cast out any negativity or any negative energies that is in your life right now. Again, the spirit animal of the deer is somewhere near you. You need to banish someone out of your life, a situation, a circumstance, or a person out of your life at this time while you're going through this spiritual awakening, or you're going to get some clarity on who this person is. I have a feeling that you already know who this person is. You may have been trying to get rid of them for a very long time, but probably can't because they even related to you. You may even be in a relationship with this person, or whoever the situation may be. It may be a job that you're working at for a very long time, but you're being told that you need to cast it out. You need to let go. You need to release it. You're going to get some clarity on it. You're going to get some confirmation. You're going to get some confirmation. If you watch this video up until this point, you're getting confirmation. You're getting some confirmation, not only from me, but you're going to get some confirmation from your spirit team. Yeah, again, you're going to get some knowledge. You're gonna get some knowledge, some spiritual knowledge when you go through this spiritual awakening. You're gonna get access to your Akashic records. If you don't know how to access your Akashic records, you're gonna call on your spirit guides. You're gonna call on your ancestors to lead you and guide you, because a lot of things float around on social media that is not true. But however, you're going to have access to this. You're gonna have access to some divine knowledge as well. You're gonna get some spiritual downloads. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And the reason why I'm going so fast is because this is how I'm getting the messages. You may also see some feathers in the near future, white feathers to be exact. And it's something about the moon cycle. So in the next couple of moon cycles, you're going to be going through some form of a spiritual awakening. You're being told to be of good courage. Be of good courage. Be of courage. Do not fear. Do not fear this process. Do not fear this transformation. You may also want to work on your sacral chakra in addition to your heart chakra at this time, balancing out that energy center. Because there's going to be some spark of creativity during your spiritual awakening. You may want to get a journal. So you can start journaling while you're going through this process, because this spiritual awakening could take a couple of months. There's different time frames for spiritual awakenings. It's not something you just have in one day. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, it ain't. Yeah. So you've been told to get a journal. Write down your thoughts. Because you may be weaving something together. You're going to get some type of spark of creativity or some type of idea. And you're being divinely guided to do so. The knowledge card came out. So you're going to get some wisdom and knowledge and some direction on which way to go while you're in your spiritual awakening. Yeah, divine feminine. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Let me see if I can get some messages from your spirit animal. Yeah. But that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening in the near future. These cards are too big to shuffle. Yeah, it's going to be up to you. This is your personal choice, okay? Your personal choice as far as what you want to do and how you want to go about doing it. When it comes to this spiritual journey, when it comes to this spiritual awakening, when it comes to everything that's going on in your life, you can control your reality, okay? You control your circumstances. So there's a mountain that you're going to go through when you go through this spiritual awakening. And it's meant for you to climb this mountain or walk through the mountain or walk around the mountain. There's other options that you can do, and it's up to you. It's your personal choice. A lot of people choose to climb mountains. A lot of people choose to maneuver around the mountain. Some people go through the mountain. So it's going to be solely up to you. Okay? You're going to have to go inward. Go inward. I feel like some certain strengths and qualities that you have is going to be coming to light. You're going to get a spiritual gift. Your ancestors is going to be messaging you. You have the spirit animal of the hawk somewhere near you as well. Look that spirit animal up. You're going to get some signs and some synchronicities. You need to listen to music at this time. Listen to music, go out in nature, and be somewhere near water. And also, you need to eliminate any distractions right now that's in your life. Again, you need to go into hermit mode. You need to go into hermit mode, release some people, cast out some negativity and some negative situation, and go into hermit mode, because this is about to be a major spiritual awakening, a spiritual awakening of a lifetime. That's going to produce a lot of change, and it's going to ascend you in every way possible, whether that be the way you think, the way you act, the way you speak, the way you live. You are going to go through an ascension after you go through this spiritual awakening. Higher heights and deeper depths is what I'm being told. So, yeah, you're going through a spiritual awakening in the near future. If this message resonates with you, then you can make it through it. You can get through this. You sure can. I know you can. Now, if this message does not resonate with you, I mean, you just haven't gone through this journey yet. You haven't gone through this timeline. Everybody go through multiple spiritual awakenings. They sure do. Some difficult than others. But if you're someone that is seeking out some form of ancient wisdom, some form of ancient knowledge, if you're someone that's trying to tap into your divine purpose and who you are as a soul and what your divine purpose or divine assignment is, well, this is your reading. This is the spiritual awakening that is about to come to you. Okay, so yeah, subscribe to the channel. There'll be more messages and videos to come.